Hello friends, thank you so much for joining me for this time-lapse review of week 3 of the 30 paintings in 30 days challenge. In case you don't know, I decided to see if I could actually paint an oil painting each day, start to finish, for 30 days in a row, making sure they're good quality and staying true to my style. I can't believe I've actually made it successfully for 21 days, but I have to admit I have struggled at times. But overall, this has been a really great thing. After painting number 30 is done, I'm going to post a video about what all I've learned and the overall experience. I'm posting each day's painting on Instagram and Facebook, so please follow along there. If you have been following along, I so appreciate the encouraging words and the likes and the comments. Thank you so much. I'm selling all these paintings for $50 each. If you see one that you would like, either send me an email or a private message, or just say so in the comments of the post for that painting. I would also love to know which of the paintings so far are your favorites. Please tell me in the comments below. Thank you. Okay, let's get into week 3. Well, day 1 is a 5" by 7" wood panel of some distant cumulonimbus clouds in a landscape. And I'm fascinated with these clouds. They're so amazing sometimes. And I'd never painted them before. I painted all kinds of clouds, but never these big cumulo clouds. And this is an example. I was happy with the clouds for a while, and then I did what I call overworking them, and not real happy with how they turned out, but it was too late to go back and change it, so had to leave it as it was. Day 2 is on a 4" by 6" panel with some cut tulips. And I love the tulip flowers, but I also love the vegetation. It's really amazing to me, especially with it bunched together in a vase like this. The variety of colors and values was really fun and interesting to me. This is one where I couldn't decide what color to paint the vase. I wanted some color that would actually set off the flowers and the vegetation. I chose the dark brown. Probably would choose a different color the next time, but it turned out okay. And then to give a little perspective, I put the little pot in the back. On day 3, this is a 5" by 7" panel as well. And this is another landscape, but I love skies like this that are just misty and foggy. And in this case, with lots of color. And the trees work really well to give it a lot of contrast and just set that sky off even more. And I always like distance in landscapes. And you can see that in this, both the road and the trees off in the distance. And putting in the vegetation was a bit of a challenge on the near side of the road because it's so small, trying to get the detail in there. So day 4 was very different. This was from a reference photo that I got on Pixabay, I think it was. And this is pretty much the composition and subject of a reference photo that I got there. And it was really interesting to me. A young man sitting on a rock in a field, obviously, and just looking at a lantern. So this was really challenging, trying to get the features on such a small panel. This is a 6" by 6" panel, by the way. And trying to get the facial features and the body of this boy right was really challenging with the light. But I love the light and the lighting of it and the grass. So day 5 was probably the biggest challenge this week, was trying to get these grapes right. Was much harder than I thought it would be. And I practiced and practiced and practiced on the first couple, and then I got the feel for it and got better for it, and was able to do pretty well with them. And also the glass with the liquid in it was really interesting. I've never painted a clear glass before, so this was really fun to do and very interesting to do, how different things are in the reflection and the clear glass than you would think they are. So I was pretty happy with how that one turned out. Then day 6 was another tulip that was opened up, and I really liked this again. I really love that. Sorry to be repetitious, but I thought this would be a fun one to do kind of in contrast to that. And especially the way the lighting is on this one, with lots of bright light coming from above and to the left. And this one turned out really well, I think, with the vegetation especially, kind of representing the shadows and all in it. So day 7, I decided to do what I call a color study of something I've had in mind for a while that I'd like to do down the road, which is of a forest burnt in a forest fire and a little seedling coming up. So this gave me some ideas on something I can put together in a bigger painting down the road. So that wraps up week 3 of the 30 paintings in 30 days. It was a good week, some pretty challenging paintings in here, but overall I was pretty happy with how they turned out. I could always find something I would change, but that's another subject, part of what I'm learning in this 30-day challenge. I am so appreciative of you all following along on Facebook and Instagram. That's been a real joy for me. I appreciate you watching this video, and I hope to see you next time for week 4 of the 30 paintings in 30 days. Thank you for watching.